So, greetings. This is the Las Vegas Homeless Alliance, and I have a special guest taking his time out from his busy day. We have Joey from Food Not Bombs. I know you're always engaged, you're always in the community, so I really appreciate you taking this time out for us, Joey.
Thank you. Thank you for being interested in the issue. I love seeing students, engaging in the issue and wanting to affect change here locally. So it's good stuff.
So, can you tell me a little about yourself and Food Not Bombs?
Yeah, I'm born and raised here, so I care about this community deeply. Food Not Bombs was the first place that, when I had that yearning inside me to get involved, that I reached out to, and just been going hard ever since.
That's dope. I see that you're very involved with the community, feeding the homeless, building small homes for the homeless. Can you tell me a little bit about those tiny homes that you were building and why you start building those homes?
Yeah, definitely. After a few years with Food Not Bombs, I just wanted to do more than share food with folks. So I wanted to try and create some kind of housing solution by the people, for the people. So I did some research, came across Conestoga huts, which they're doing in the Pacific Northwest, and did a little fundraiser and ended up being able to get the cost down to under $600, which is something that we could do,
Wow.
and we ended up building a community of 26 tiny homes at an encampment on the historic West Side. And it was a beautiful thing until the city came in and destroyed them all.
I'm a strong believer that everyone should have a roof, everyone should have a home. I believe housing, a house should be a right for people. And it's crazy how you could create something as a community without the government, and they still come in during a pandemic and they destroy this community.
During a pandemic, during the holidays, yeah.
This brings me to the legislation that was passed that criminalized the homeless. Could you tell me a little bit about that legislation and how it impacts the homeless community?
Yeah, it was a camping ban that criminalized homelessness. Basically, if you're poor and you exist in the city of Las Vegas, you're a target. It made it illegal to sit, lie down, sleep, rest, or camp anywhere within the city of Las Vegas limits, and it's punishable by 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine. And despite the public outcry from over 200 people showing up to City Hall, voicing, their outrage over it, and only like 6 or 7 people for it, it was the longest City Hall session ever. They still passed it. They weren't trying to listen to the community. So we went out to Fremont Street on MLK Day and in protest, in peaceful protest, in an act of civil disobedience, in honor of Martin Luther King Jr., we shut down Fremont Street. We wanted the camping ban overturned. So
Not only did you shut down Fremont Street, you actually got arrested that night.
yeah, and one of my friends was roughed up by police. I mean, despite the fact that we did not resist or nothing, they got real violent. They had, police on horseback, which thankfully, as a result of that action, that unit has been disbanded. So there no longer are mounted units in Las Vegas. So
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I was there, and it was so symbolic that you guys are willing to get arrested, and it showed the visual because you guys were in a tent on Fremont, and the police literally snatched you away from your tent and arrest you for existing on the streets. And it put it into a visual effect. And I'm grateful that we have people like you in the community. I'm grateful that people actually care. I remember sitting in that council meeting, and the people that were passing this law, they had no empathy for the homeless population. During the COVID-19, Mayor Goodman had no empathy for her citizens and reopening the casinos. So we're dealing with a government that doesn't care. Yeah. So how can we as a community, create ways to help homelessness?
As an anarchist, I don't believe that the solution should come from the top down. The solution always comes from the bottom up. So it is going to take community. It's going to take a rise in consciousness. It's going to take a rise in being proactive. You know, get out there, get involved, get educated. So if you want to join us, we build every Friday at UMOC. Message us on social media, and you can meet some great people, do some good things. That's the way. I mean, the power is in the people.
Power to the people, power from the people. And I truly believe that. And I'm really grateful for having you here. Thank you for taking your time out. I know you're involved in many protests. I'm always seeing you on Facebook. So if you guys want to get involved, please check out those links, Food Not Bomb. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and they actually have their own website. So once again, this is Joey, and this is